Namo Amitabha Buddha. So some people ask me, does it matter what language we recite the name of Amitabha Buddha in? So it really doesn't matter whether you do it in Sanskrit, in English, in Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese, Portuguese, Spanish. It really doesn't matter. Even if you recite it in a language that no one could understand, it's fine. As long as in your heart, in your mind, you know that what you are saying is Amitabha Buddha, then it's fine. And don't worry, Amitabha Buddha will understand. If Amitabha Buddha has this ability to create this perfect land, then surely he has the ability to understand us. We all have a sort of a karmic connection with certain languages that we feel connected to. So I'm Chinese, and it's really natural for me to just practice this in Chinese. And similarly for a Japanese, it's probably more natural for him or her to just recite this in Japanese. It's totally fine, so don't worry. Amitabha Buddha will understand us regardless of what language, what dialect we recite this name in. And also some people ask, does it matter what version we recite the name in? So there is Namo Amitabha Buddha, or Namo Amitabha, or Amitabha Buddha. And in Chinese, there's a Namo Amituofo and also Amituofo. So it doesn't matter, really. It's like when you are calling your father, my dear father, or dear father, dad, daddy. So as long as you know that you are calling your father, then it's fine. So you can do it in Namo Amitabha Buddha, or Namo Amitabha, or Amitabha Buddha, or just Amitabha. Or in Chinese, usually we just do it in two versions, Namo Amituofo, which means Namo Amitabha Buddha, and also Amituofo, which means Amitabha Buddha. So in our weekly meditation sessions, I usually practice this in 4 different versions. One is Namo Amitabha Buddha, and then also Amitabha Buddha. And also in Chinese, Namo Amituofo and Amituofo. But in your own practice, if you feel I like to recite just Namo Amitabha, it is fine. Or just Amitabha, it is also fine. So as long as you know that in your heart you are reciting the name of Amitabha Buddha, then Amitabha Buddha will know. Of course, when we place the word Namo in front, it shows a bit more sort of respect and maybe more formal. But, Amitabha Buddha is like our dear father, our compassionate father. So it doesn't matter if you're just calling him dad, Amituofo or Amitabha Buddha. So instead of father, you can also call him dad too. Buddhism is about the heart. As long as your heart knows that you are reciting the name of Amitabha Buddha, then Amitabha Buddha will know. And also there is the Tibetan, I think, Amitabha Buddha heart mantra as well. And we also have the rebirth mantra. So all these are just different ways of saying the name of Amitabha Buddha, and they're quite long. Can we seek rebirth by reciting this mantra? Yes, you can, because they still mean the name of Amitabha Buddha. Just different ways of saying it. And one might ask, why there are so many different ways of saying this name? Because Amitabha Buddha knows that we like varieties to keep things fresh. We like changes, so we can recite this name in different ways. And it's beautiful to have the name of Amitabha Buddha to be in all different languages, to appeal to people from different countries. So in our weekly practice, I also use Namo Amitabha Buddha because now I'm sharing this Dharma in English. So I use Namo Amitabha Buddha, and I think this version may appeal to a wider international audience. But for my own practice, I usually practice just in the Chinese way, Namo Amituofo, Namo Amituofo. But of course, in your own practice, you can practice in whichever way you prefer, that you feel most connected with. There is definitely no problem, and also don't overthink about which version is better than which. There is no absolute best. It is about what you feel that is most connected in your own way, that you feel is most natural to you. then that's your best version. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amituofo.